Vince McMahon's body cam crash is crazy. Oh, I gotta see
I'm sure all of
this.
you are familiar with Vince McMahon. Even if you don't watch the WWE, you've seen his name. Or maybe you've seen him get hit with a bedpan by Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was in a hospital bed. Or maybe you've watched him
Oh, that
blow
was
out
pretty
both of his quads
entertaining.
when he tried sliding into the wrestling ring. You've probably at least seen this goober
You know,
before.
it's pretty impressive that an old man like Vince McMahon can actually do all those crazy stunts, right? I know that recently he's been busted with all kinds of sexual harassment ordeal or accusations. But you know what? I still like the guy regardless. He's kind of a badass if you think about it. He has insane work ethic.
And I imagine a lot of you know that there is a very disturbing history with some allegations of horrible things, including a sex trafficking case.
Oh yeah.
And it's very clear, it's no secret, that the thing Vince McMahon cares most about.
I don't know like if he had any like, you know, intercourse with the girls per se, but then it's just, you know, talks and exchanges, right? I don't think there's like actually solid evidence of those girls getting used as prostitutes or something like that, or as a sex tools to do negotiation.
In this world is money. And if the allegations are true, then the thing that he cares about almost as much as money is not his family, it's, you guessed it, poop.
Huh?
Literal shit from ass.
Huh?
That poop. Seems to be a big fan of it based on the allegations that are out there. But anyway,
What's
outside of those two things,
I didn't know
we
that.
now have new body cam footage that gives us a little insight into something else that he likes maybe as much as poop and money: reckless driving.
A sports car is speeding down the highway with cops in hot pursuit. The Bentley is going over 100 miles an hour with no
Jeez.
signs of slowing.
Dri- I don't know if you guys ever tried it, but driving 100 miles an hour is terrifying, even on smooth paved roads. Hot damn, but it probably feels really good in the Bentley though.
Down. Then, the speeding car slams into another vehicle before smashing into a guardrail. Cops in Westport, Connecticut have some serious questions for the driver.
Dude's out here acting like it's Need for Speed Most Wanted, except he's 80 years old, he's literally an octogenarian, and he is just unable to even control his vehicle at these speeds. So he's apparently going over 100 miles per hour, and he crashes into an innocent civilian's vehicle. Then he hits the median, and debris from his car causes an accident on the other side as well. Luckily, no one was injured from this, but it very easily could have been fatal at those speeds.
Do you need an ambulance?
No, I don't.
All right. Why were you driving over 100 miles an hour?
It's my granddaughter's birthday. I got to get this the next
All right.
exit.
Did you see me trying to catch up to you behind you?
I didn't see that. I saw lights, but it didn't look normal.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you, and you keep taking off.
He's going with the classic excuse of, "Oh, I didn't see you there."
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you keep speeding? Like, even when you see, like, when you see a cop car behind you and you're going 100, don't you go like, oh I gotta slow down, right? Even when I see a cop up ahead, I go from like 80 to 70. I slow down. I ain't trying to get get stopped by the police, even if I'm in a rush.
I didn't know I couldn't do that. Huh. You guys were behind me, it all looked normal. I didn't think anything of those flashing lights.
Honestly, Vince McMahon can say anything because he just got in a car crash. Like his lawyer can literally use the disoriented point. Like, oh yeah, my client was disoriented, so whatever he said doesn't really. You cannot really use that against him. He might have suffered a concussion, and you know people make mistake when they get a concussion.
Color me pink, I can't believe it. But at least he had a good reason to be going over 100 miles per hour on the road. It was an emergency. It was his granddaughter's birthday, for crying out loud, and he can't be late. Her birthday celebration can't start without him. He's got to kick down that door, fucking pyrotechnics going off, strut on up to her and say, "You're fired!" And then they can open presents.
That's good. I'll play that again.
Can't start without him. He's got to kick down that door, fucking pyrotechnics going off, strut on up to her and say, "You're fired." And then they can open presents and have a good time. So it makes sense that he's going this fast, and honestly, it's Vince McMahon's world, we're just living in it, he's shitting on us. The question we should be asking is, what was that civilian doing on the road when Vince McMahon was driving there anyway? They should have pulled over to the side like they do for police officers. It's Vince fucking McMahon.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to outrun you.
I know, I understand that, but that's why I was very confused. Right? Because it wasn't like you were running, it was just like you almost hit, I think, 115 miles an hour. All right, and then you just hit someone because you weren't paying attention. Were you looking at your phone?
No, trying to drive. No, I'm not looking at my
The
phone.
person was right in front of you. There's got to be a reason you hit him.
No, I haven't been driving my car in God knows how long.
All right. It was right in front of you. You went straight at it.
That is a watertight defense right there.
Yep.
When the officer's pressing him like, how did you hit that car directly in front of you? You must have been distracted by your phone or something. And Vince is like, no. Well, you see, the reason I hit that car in front of me, well, I haven't driven this car in a while. Galaxy brain.
Mm-hmm.
The chess master has made
Genius.
his move. What a fucking wacky excuse. That should have been used against him in court as evidence of him going senile and probably shouldn't be having his license in the first place if he can't remember how a steering wheel works because he hasn't driven that car in a while.
At 100 miles an hour. I'm just making sure you're not having a medical condition or anything. Do you need an ambulance?
No,
All right. Just your registration. Is your license in here?
It is crazy how much Vince McMahon's face looks like one of the guns from High on Life 2. So anyway, we'll fast forward here.
Give him a break. He's fucking ancient, alright? It's already impressive that guy sleeps like 21 hours a day. I mean, sorry, that guy can only needs like 2 hours of sleep a day. Alright? Just cut him some slack. Although he did almost got multiple people killed, so yeah, I guess you could shit on it.
I'll give you the aftermath. Like I mentioned, nobody was injured here, which is extremely lucky, and he was cited for reckless driving.
Wow, that's
and
it?
appeared in court about it.
A judge granted him probation in his reckless driving case. That will allow charges against him to be dropped in 1 year's time.
It came after he'd previously
Oh
applied
my gosh,
for a
he's so
pretrial
decrepit.
probation program
Look at
called
like the way his head
Accelerated
bobs.
Rehabilitation in
And like
connection
the way he
with
hunches
the
over
three-car
is actually insane that like just about 10 years ago he was getting slammed. And he's still like movable and relatively sharp. Dude drove a Bentley like 100 miles an hour.
crash on July 24th.
That's not bad for an
This
for
is
an
a
80-year-old
picture of
guy.
McMahon's Bentley right after the collision occurred on the Merritt Parkway in Westport.
Yes, they're giving him a very gentle love tap on the tuchus there. Not exactly like a harsh punishment or anything, so it'll be like a year of probation and a $1,000 donation to charity, and then he is in the accelerated rehab program for it. Now, no doubt that $1,000 hit that Vince McMahon's about to take is one he's going to feel. That ought to be enough to put him on the straight and narrow, really
that'll
teach him a
show
lesson.
him.
He's only a billionaire after all, so every $1,000 counts, right? Then they show that picture of his vehicle after that crash. Holy shit. Like, again, it's extremely lucky no one was injured or killed in this. He was going fast as fuck. He was zooming. He erased half the front end of this bitch. Like, oh my god.
It's alleged that he was
That's pretty
swerving
damn
in and out of
bad.
traffic, going in excess of 90 miles
Deputy
per hour.
Assistant State's Attorney.
The police report said McMahon collided with the back of a BMW, then the center median, with debris causing another car to crash.
He's fully insured. He did send 2 apology notes out through counsel.
In granting the program, the judge also said McMahon must make a $1,000 charitable contribution.
God, that skunk shit he's doing with his hair is so peculiar. It's like he just watched X-Men 2 and wanted to copy Rogue's hairstyle for himself. So yeah, he's gonna have everything dismissed in a year thanks to that program, the probation and all that. And he is ordered to pay that $1,000. Now, he swears it'll never happen again, but if anyone has ever heard about Vince McMahon's driving, because it's not exactly like the most tight-lipped thing in the industry, you'd know that there are a ton of people in the industry there that refuse to ride with Vince McMahon because, according to them, he is a trash driver and very dangerous behind the wheel, which I fully believe
Really?
based on this body cam and also the fact that he is just an unhinged maniac in general. This guy is a loose cannon psychopath. So yeah, I can definitely imagine that him behind the wheel is a recipe for disaster. And it's
he's
just
getting
very
older.
fortunate in this case that he didn't kill somebody. I also saw this post here.
That's crazy. I didn't even know. People are afraid to ride a car with him or ride in his car because he is that reckless. All these stunt maniacs in WWE, like you would you would think like some people after they become rich, right? When I made a decent amount of money, I wanted to drive safe. I want to enjoy this money. I want to live long enough to do that. But Vince McMahon is a billionaire, and he still insists on going 100 miles an hour on a casual while being chased by a cop. He must be he's so reckless that even like people that are willing to jump 30 foot off a fucking thing and land on their back are afraid to ride in his car. Okay, this is about the long list of people who would refuse to ride with Vince McMahon, including me and Jim Ross, who told him, "I love my children, I want to see them again." It's no wonder the Jim Cornette was scared to ride with this maniac. I hope this lady calls. Lucky to have survived a horrific car crash on the way out to crash a ferry to Martha's Vineyard last Thursday. Martha's Vineyard. Oh wow, both cars totaled. Vince McMahon. Former chair of WWE hit me going 80 to 90 miles an hour. As I drove to the right lane of the Merritt Highway. Oh shit! And I and the dog are mostly fine, but lucky to have kept control of the car more. I shot off the road after being catapulted 100 yards, and a marked state trooper had been following him as he sped in and out of the car down the highway and had just turned his. Okay, yeah. Ollie Hulk Hogan, who made Vince McMahon's fame and fortune, died about the same time as the accident. Photos of my car and his car here.
From the person who was apparently struck. I don't know if her name's public or not, so I went ahead and censored it, but she is recounting how this all unfolded with Vince McMahon rear-ending her, going 80 to 90, she said. And luckily, her and the dog are mostly fine and was able to keep control of the car. And this is also when Jim Cornette came in and said the long list of people who refused to ride with Vince driving, included me and Jim Ross, who told him, "I love my children and want to see them again." Once again, just reiterating how known Vince McMahon has become for this kind of reckless driving. So I'm surprised this hadn't happened sooner. And again, it is just very lucky that he didn't kill this woman or the other vehicle or anyone else on the road here with his driving. So anyway, just wanted to yap about that. That's about it. See ya.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Vince McMahon. I did not know he was that shitty of a driver. But it's amazing that he's still alive, right? Like the guy, he sleeps 2 hours a day. He goes 110% on each workout. That guy tries to break his limits every time he works out, and he takes all those falls and he gets slammed so many times, and he's old while he's getting slammed. Like the guy, he's just, I don't know. I think he likes living that life, that extreme life of just constantly living in stimulation. Like just going to sleep bores him. Like that's the kind of guy he is, and I thought that he was pretty cool. I remember when I was a kid, I kind of liked him too, right? On top of The Rock and The Undertaker and Kane. But yeah, Vince McMahon was one of my favorite too, just because he's such a douche. He really works well in the Attitude Era with The Rock, which is now like all this stuff came out about him of these sex trafficking allegations. Honestly, I don't care. I just like him that much. but it depends on how egregious it is, right? If it's like Epstein level, then yeah, I would hate him. But then it's like, well, what do you expect, right? The guy makes crazy shows, and you have these adult women that wants to be with stars and famous people. Like, what do you expect, right? It's kind of like the situation where, like, yeah, Bill Cosby is very, well, in the industry, he's very well known for doing things to girls that are very egregious. But then girls still want to hang out with him, and they act surprised when something does happen to them. Like, at the same time, you're an adult, you should know. But it is what it is, right? It's amazing that he's still alive, going fucking 100, like driving like a maniac, and he's 80 years old. That's commendable.